The narrative plunges players into the heart of Raccoon City, a once thriving metropolis now consumed by the T-virus outbreak, a biological disaster engineered by the nefarious Umbrella Corporation. This extended summary reimagines the gripping story of Jill Valentine, a skilled virus operative, as she battles for survival against a relentless bioengineered pursuer and uncovers the dark secrets behind the city's downfall. The story opens with Jill Valentine, a seasoned ARS member, trapped in Raccoon City as the T-virus turns its residents into ravenous zombies. Pursued by Nemesis, a towering bioweapon designed by Umbrella to eliminate ARS members, Jill's every move is a fight for survival. Her initial attempt to escape via helicopter ends in disaster when Nemesis obliterates the aircraft. In a bold move, Jill rams a car into the creature, sending it plummeting off a building, but the crash leaves her injured and vulnerable. Nemesis, undeterred, rises again, showcasing its terrifying resilience and forcing Jill to flee through the city's crumbling streets. Jill's fortunes shift when Carlos Oliveira, a member of the Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service (UBCS), intervenes, striking Nemesis with a rocket launcher. He guides her to a subway station transformed into a makeshift shelter by the UBCS, who plan to use the city's train system to evacuate survivors. Jill, deeply suspicious of Umbrella due to their role in the outbreak, questions Carlos's motives. He insists he's unaware of his employer's sinister agenda. The UBCS leader, Mikhail Victor, recognizes Jill's ARS credentials and reveals the grim reality. Raccoon City is cut off, and most of its 100,000 residents are likely doomed to die or become undead. Desperate to save civilians, Mikhail enlists Jill's help to restore power to the subway system. She agrees, but makes it clear her loyalty lies with the survivors, not Umbrella. While navigating the city, Jill encounters a gravely injured UBCS member and tries to save him, only for Nikolai Zinoviev, another UBCS operative, to execute him, claiming he was infected. Nikolai's ruthless philosophy of self-preservation clashes with Jill's compassion, and he mocks her as weak for her empathy. At the power station, Jill battles parasitic creatures and restores electricity, but Nemesis ambushes her again, forcing a grueling chase. She reaches the traffic control system to reroute the train tracks around damaged lines, ensuring the evacuation can proceed. Back at the subway, Nemesis attacks once more, and Jill risks her life to lure it away, allowing the UBCS and civilians to begin their escape. Jill ventures into Raccoon City's sewers to evade Nemesis, now armed with a flamethrower that makes it even more dangerous. Emerging from a manhole, she's briefly aided by the creature's unexpected strength before realizing it's a trap. Fleeing through a burning construction site, Jill reaches a rooftop for a dramatic confrontation. She targets a gas tank on Nemesis's back, triggering an explosion that forces her to leap off the building. Though injured, she survives, only to find Nemesis still pursuing her. Jill's journey takes her through familiar locations, such as Kendo's gun store, a nod to Resident Evil 2. She meets Kendo, who declines her invitation to join the evacuation, hiding the tragic truth about his infected daughter.
Look, don't worry about me. I'm gonna make other arrangements, okay?
You better. You're the best gunsmith around.
Oh, no.
Don't do anything stupid.
Oh, that's your job, right? Take care, Jill.
Nemesis reappears, now wielding a rocket launcher, escalating the threat. Jill escapes to a power station, only to be thrown across the street by an explosion. Near a toy store, Nemesis destroys the building, but Carlos intervenes with a claymore, buying Jill time to return to the subway. The timeline reveals that Resident Evil 3's events occur just before Resident Evil 2, with locations like the RPD parking garage tying the two stories together.
Officer, you need help?
Stay back, sir. I got this. Hey! Wait now! Help me!
Carlos and Tyrell, another UBCS member, arrive at the Raccoon Police Department (RPD) to locate Dr. Nathaniel Bard, a scientist with critical knowledge about Umbrella's secrets. They witness a tragic scene where Marvin, an RPD officer, is bitten by a zombified Brad Vickers, a RS member, explaining Marvin's injury in Resident Evil 2. Carlos navigates the overrun RPD, encountering the bodies of officers seen in Resident Evil 2. In the STRS office, he finds a call from Bard, who's trapped in a hospital surrounded by abominations. Bard reveals that Umbrella is killing researchers to cover up their T-virus experiments. Carlos learns that his mission to silence Bard conflicts with his growing distrust of Umbrella. Nemesis catches up with Jill, injecting her with a virus that leaves her critically ill. Carlos carries her to the hospital, where they find Bard dead, executed to keep him silent. A note links Bard to Police Chief Irons, an Umbrella collaborator, and a video reveals that Umbrella engineered the T-virus and is destroying vaccines to hide their involvement.
Sherry? I've been looking everywhere for you, Sherry. Brave little girl to leave your house in the middle of this mess. On the ground, hands behind your head.
You can't be serious.
On the ground, now.
You heard her. I swear to God, my brother is stars and I will fuck.
Sherry, get over here.
Carlos administers a single vaccine dose to save Jill. A news broadcast warns that the government will launch a missile strike on Raccoon City the next morning to eradicate the outbreak, urging immediate evacuation. Jill, now recovered, joins Carlos in an underground Umbrella facility to secure more vaccines. They uncover documents revealing that Nemesis is a tyrant controlled by a parasitic organism created by Umbrella's European branch to test against skilled fighters like STRS members. Notes connect Nemesis to the tyrant from Resident Evil 1 and Mr. X from Resident Evil 2. Nikolai, who betrayed the UBCS by locking a gate that led to a squad's death, steals a vaccine Jill synthesizes, planning to sell it for profit. In a climactic battle, Carlos uses an acid trap to weaken Nemesis, and Jill delivers a devastating blow with a powerful weapon, seemingly destroying it. Jill tracks down Nikolai, who destroys the vaccine as a missile launch is confirmed, rendering it useless. He offers to reveal his employer's identities for a price, but Jill refuses, choosing to escape with Carlos. As they flee by helicopter, the missile strikes Raccoon City, reducing it to ashes. Jill reflects on the greed fueling Umbrella's actions, vowing to dismantle the corporation. Her narration underscores that the true monster isn't the T-virus but human ambition, setting the stage for her ongoing fight against Umbrella. Resident Evil 3 delivers a heart-pounding tale of survival, betrayal, and corporate conspiracy, enriched by connections to Resident Evil 1 and 2. From the RPD's tragic echoes to the Arklay Mountain's lingering mysteries, the story weaves a complex tapestry of horror and heroism. Jill's resolve to end Umbrella's reign promises more battles ahead. For fans of intricate narratives, this chapter is a thrilling addition to the Resident Evil saga.